Remember, don't try this at home.
We've got years of experience that keeps us safe.
On this episode of MythBusters, it's a dog's life. The team is on the trail of 3 canine conundrums.
It's a dog-eat-convict world out there.
First up, it's Prison Break, MythBusters style, as Adam and Jamie sniff out whether you can beat the bloodhound.
Man, that's incredible.
Then Carrie, Grant, and Tori test mythical techniques to sneak past a guard dog.
Oh my God, this is not working, it's not working, it's not working.
Mush.
Finally, Adam and Jamie test the proverb that you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Sit.
Who are the MythBusters? Adam Savage.
Is everybody ready for diving?
And Jamie Hyneman.
Gets me all worked up just looking at it.
Beautiful.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience.
That was heavy.
Joining them, Grant Imahara,
You feeling lucky, punk?
Tori Belleci,
Somebody order some exploding pants?
and Carrie Byron.
High explosives and electricity, woo!
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
Okay, here's what I see. It's another in a long line of adages, like, Rolling Stone gathers no moss and finding a needle in a haystack. We should test the myth that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You ready, old dog? Let's go.
Man's best friend. They're smart, they're talented, and crucially, they're quick to pick up new tricks. But the question is, are our canine companions learning days behind them when they reach old age?
What's that you say? What's the plan? Excellent question. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think we bring in a couple of dogs and we see if we can teach them some tricks.
Well, they gotta be old dogs, because after all, that's what this is about. Maybe we can each take one, we'll train them separately.
They should be also as close in age as possible. I mean, preferably they're from the same litter, couple of brothers, brother and sister, something like that.
And we can do some kind of, like, a dog show. What do you think?
A MythBusters dog show at the end? That's perfect. Let's do it.
And just as perfect are these beautiful old dogs, Bobo and Cece, an untrained 7-year-old brother and sister pair.
Bobo and Cece appear to be Alaskan Malamutes. This breed is notoriously difficult to train. They're headstrong. So, if we can train these old dogs, this being the worst case scenario, we should be able to train any old dogs. Mush.
Adam and Jamie have just 1 week to get these homeless furballs pulling in the right direction. So they're going to need some expert help. Adam and Cece have enlisted dog trainer Beverly Ulbrich.
So what we've got is somewhat of a contest between Jamie and I, and what I need your help with is to get Cece here to learn how to heel, sit, stay, down, and shake hands all in the next week. Can we do that?
I sure hope so. Let's give it a shot. Bling bling here.
With her shiny new training collar, Cece is ready for lesson number 1, healing.
So the idea with the walk is you want the dog paying attention to you, not everything else around you. If you think about like how a pack travels, there's one pack leader and the rest of the dogs are behind it just following naturally and easily. And obviously right now she's trying to be that pack leader.
Beverly's theory about dog training is to let them know you're the pack leader. So it's all about conditioning the dog both positively and negatively in ways that the pack leader would do. You give them affection when they do right, you give them a scruff on the neck, just like the pack leader would do when they do wrong. And as long as you repeatedly do that, and you do that exactly when they're doing stuff right and exactly when they're doing stuff wrong, they'll become much more manageable, because they all want to be part of a team.
That's the theory. And for old dog Cece, it seems to be working. Already, she's surprisingly well-heeled. Outside, and school starting for old dogs Jamie and Bobo. And head teach Gene Donaldson from the SPCA confirms we're starting from scratch.
Bobo, can you sit? He probably has never been taught. You're looking at him, he'll be saying it in Swahili, he has no clue.
Undaunted, Jamie and Gene get classes started. And at this dog school, the curriculum is slightly different.
Gene's technique is influenced by Pavlov, Skinner, even Darwin. We could talk about it in terms of operant conditioning and other things, but it boils down to that if the dog's behavior is good, you reward it. If it's bad, you ignore it.
So I've got leverage in my hand, and at the moment, he's not going to give me a full down, but I got to pay something. This is called shaping by successive approximation. So I'm waiting for that right front leg. As soon as he crosses it, I'm going to pay him. Waiting for the leg. There's the leg.
With Bobo getting down and Cece also responding well to the first day's lessons, doesn't that mean this myth is already busted?
I think the myth is looking pretty bad at this point. The real test will come, I think, with a handshake. I think all the other stuff, heel, sit, stay, those are your pack commands, just getting the dog to understand your words for what it naturally wants to do. But shaking hands, that doesn't happen in the wild. I think that's really going to be where the rubber meets the road and whether or not these dogs can learn a real trick.
We're going to the dogs. It's time to test mythical ways to get past the guard dog.
Oh, cool. Like throwing him a big juicy steak.
We have a whole list of ideas for trying to get past guard dogs.
Man, this sounds dangerous.
All right, we're in.
When it comes to breaking and entering, the MythBusters are, unsurprisingly, experts. Their criminal record includes safecracking, fighting air ducts, and beating laser beam alarms.
All right, let's get out of here before the cops come.
But today, they're filling the gap in their criminal CV by testing mythical methods to bypass a guard dog.
Okay, guys, what's the plan?
I think the first step is obvious. We need to get ourselves a dog, and I don't want to use just vicious pets. I want to go find a guard dog training school and get a real guard dog.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah, as long as we don't get bit.
Yeah.
The researchers have found just the place to get this myth off the ground. Whitmer Tyson Kennels, where police and guard dogs go to school. And in case you're wondering who let the dog out, Mike the handler did.
This is E1. He's a 5-year-old German Shepherd. And what we can do is we can give you a demonstration on how he stops people. One of our main trainers here is Jim. He's going to play the bad guy, and he's going to try and escape.
Jim manages just a few paces before E1 is on him in a flash of fur and teeth. And it's only that specially designed protective suit that prevents him from being the dog's dinner. So, who's going to be dessert?
Anybody want to try it?
Yeah, Tori volunteers.
Dang! This is getting scary.
And Tori is once again in the firing line.
Whoa! Hey! Good boy! Good boy! Whoa! This dog's got some fight! Oh, yeah, I can feel the pressure on my arm. Yeah, you got the big suit on, it's gonna protect you, but man, you see that dog barreling down on you with his teeth exposed and it's growling, and then it takes a bite on you. It's pretty scary.
Looks like we got ourselves a good guard dog. Ewan is vicious.
Yeah, that dog was biting with over 550 pounds of pressure.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that biting on my leg. So what kind of mythical techniques do we have to get past him?
We have distracting them with a big juicy steak. We have acting aggressive, acting submissive. We also have wolf urine. We have scent of a lactating bitch.
What?
It's supposed to calm them down. We also have urine from a bitch in heat, which is obviously supposed to distract them.
Well, he is a male dog.
Well, we can't forget the enclosure that we're supposed to build to do our experiments.
Well, let's keep that simple. We'll close off an area with the chain link fence. We'll put a safe in the middle, put treasure in it, and then we'll try our different techniques, see if we can get to the safe, get the treasure, and get out safely.
Later, Adam gets wet and wild and hot and spicy in an effort to confound the trailing hound.
You found me.
But next, it's dog school, MythBusters style.
Bubba, you gotta behave or we're gonna make you into a coat.
Carrie, Grant, and Tori are attempting to beat Ewan, the well-trained guard dog. They're going to test several techniques to sneak past the four-legged guardian, get into the safe in the center of the compound, and then escape safely with the loot.
So the first tactic I'm going to utilize is diversion. I've got some stakes. I'm going to chuck it in one side of the yard, and then I'm going to try to make a run for it.
I see, and that's supposed to draw the dog's attention away from you.
It always works in the cartoons.
Good luck with that.
Carrie gets into the dog-proof safety suit and then gives it a test run. Tori gets the plan underway by interesting Ewan in his meaty treat.
Oh, look, he likes.
Oh, he's licking it.
You like the meat. You like the meat. I think you guys should probably go for it now, no?
Tori's tasty T-bone taunting has bought Carrie enough time to get to the safe. But then, Carrie's accomplice turns nasty as Tori throws the steak into the compound.
Not at me! Not at me!
It's a poor throw, but Ewan stays focused on the meat and starts to chow down as Carrie heads for an unofficial exit on the far side of the compound. But it's locked.
Hurry, he's eating the meat!
Meanwhile, Ewan has finished the first course and goes back to Tori for more. But when Tori doesn't have another steak ready, Ewan goes to work.
Move. Oh. Okay. Get him.
Well, kinda. The delicious diversion did distract E1 long enough to get to the safe and secure the loot. But poor planning meant that Carrie ended up as the main course.
Well done.
Next up, Grant and Tori are tackling two myths which an animal behaviorist and fan of the show suggested. And they're both based on the concept that by using body language, you can persuade the dog to leave you alone. First into the ring is Grant, and the theory is Ewan will take Grant's submissive posture as proof he's not a threat.
Oh my God, this is not working. It's not working. This is not working. I don't think it's working.
But it doesn't work. Next, Tori attempts to take alpha dog status by getting aggressive. But his top dog impression simply results in him being the dog's lunch. With the score MythBusters 1, Guard Dog 2, it's back to Adam and Jamie. It's an age-old adage, and the MythBusters can't resist putting it to the test. On day one, the training went so well, the myth looked busted.
Sit. Good girl.
But in today's session, without pack leaders Beverly and Jean to show them who's boss...
Cece, sit.
Well, the dogs' personalities are proving obstructive.
We're a little too excited this morning.
Oh.
Clearly, Adam and Jamie need help from the professionals.
What I'm seeing here that might be happening is she might be a little more intimidated by you. A lot of times a dog, especially if she's a female dog, she may be more intimidated by males, either just by nature or because whatever men she's been with in her life have been a little rough on her or firm with her, such that she's feeling that way.
But a session or two with confidence-inspiring Beverly and timid Cece is responding not only to the expert...
Gonna sit? Good baby.
Good girl.
She's listening to Adam.
Down.
There you go. Good down.
Girl.
Good down. Now she's really engaging. This is great.
Outside, Gene has Bobo the brat focused, and he's flying through all his lessons. And Jamie's not doing so bad either.
Nice job. I tell you, I've seen a million genius dogs go nowhere because of crappy training.
With 4 days of training complete, our elderly Alaskan Malamutes have come a long way.
Yes, I can commit that.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good.
But the proof will come in the final exam, when Adam and Cece go head-to-head with Jamie and Bobo in a show dog showdown.
Bobo, you gotta behave or we're gonna make you into a coat.
Coming right up, it's the moment of truth for our old dogs.
Sit. Good girl.
And then Adam turns convict to beat the bloodhound.
It's a dog-eat-convict world out there.
Adam and Jamie are competing in the MythBusters Best in Show dog trial. They've gone head-to-head to see whether it's really impossible to teach an old dog new tricks.
This is their final exam. We have set up a little dog show place here. We have a scorecard. We have 5 tricks that we've taught them. We're going to see how well they did.
With Myth Turn Jess in position as judge and jury, everyone and every dog is ready.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Old Dog New Trick final exam. Adam and Cece, you're up first. Let's start with the heel.
Good girl.
With Cece in good position alongside Adam and not pulling on the lead, Judge Jess hands out full marks.
Nice work, Adam.
And that's the story of Cece's day.
Sit. Good girl.
She obediently follows all of Adam's commands.
Down. Good down. Good down. Back up. Okay, shake. Good shake. Very good.
Proving that in just 1 week,
Stay.
she's learned all 5 of the new tricks.
Okay, Nita. Good girl. Very good girl.
The pressure's on. Jamie hates losing. He'll be determined to match Adam's faultless performance.
Down. Down. Okay, shake. Good boy.
Bobo succeeds in all of the tasks to Judge Jess's satisfaction.
Bobo, stay. Stay.
Until the stay. Maybe Jamie's fur coat threat backfired.
Here, you stay there.
Bobo wouldn't hold for the required 20 seconds, but Judge Jess has generously given him a half point for his efforts.
9.5 out of 10 ain't bad at all. So, seems to me that you can, in fact, teach an old dog new tricks.
I agree. This one's totally busted. And one of the more cuddly myths we've ever done.
With old dogs busted, Adam and Jamie have sniffed out another mutt myth.
So, can you clearly communicate what clever canine conundrum you're currently concocting?
What?
What's the myth?
Bloodhounds.
What about them?
We're going to test whether you can trick bloodhounds like they show in the movies.
You and I get to play fugitives?
Something like that.
Oh, cool!
Bloodhounds are the ultimate canine super sleuths. Used for police work all over the world, their capacity for sniffing out a human trail is legendary. And where there's legend, there's myth. Flick on a fugitive film, and you'll likely see bloodhounds being baffled with ease. But is this really true?
So what's the plan with this one?
Well, we got to get a trained bloodhound.
All right, and then I guess we just run them through the paces of things we'd seen them get tricked by in the movies. Backtracking, running in a river, changing your scent.
Yeah.
All right, well, which one of us should be the runner?
Well, something tells me that you'd be better at laying down a scent trail than I would.
Okay. I'm going to say yes just because I want to do it. Let's get straight into this.
Straight into it? Sure.
Can you guess what my role is today? I am the chasee. And I'm going to go over there and try every trick in the book to throw these dogs off my trail. We're going to see what works and what doesn't.
Prison breaky Adam's all suited up to be the fugitive. And here's what he's facing.
This is Morgan. He's a 2.5-year-old bloodhound, and he currently works with the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office Canine Unit in San Mateo.
Morgan, handler Matt, and Jamie are going to need all their tracking experience because there's 6 myths that they're up against. Sourced from the movies and fan emails, each one will supposedly confuse and confound the trailing hound.
Now the dog and his owner are just over there, so I'm going to have to whisper the next test because they don't know what this is. This next test, I am going to be zigzagging, I'm going to be doubling back on my trail, and I'm going to finish off with a lovely climbing of a tree.
Whoa, so let the games begin. Adam has 5 minutes to get as far away as he possibly can from Morgan, the human-seeking missile.
That was a zigzag.
Adam, looking like a recently escaped Benny Hill character, lays down as many zigs, zags, and doublebacks as he can before scampering up a tree.
Hello, team. This is Convict 1. I'm hidden.
Which means it's time to release the hound. And Matt's first move is to show Morgan what the search and rescue community know as the scent article.
Smell.
In actual fact, it's one of Adam's unwashed T-shirts. To get an understanding of exactly how Morgan can find Adam from sniffing his dirty laundry, let's go to a graphic. The scent a bloodhound detects are the millions of skin cells we're constantly shedding. These minute particles carry a person's unique scent signature. They rub off on anything we come into contact with, and we leave a trail of them wherever we go. Adam may as well have left signposts.
Where is he? I'm sensing maybe Adam did a little doubling back.
Jamie's on the right track, but it's Morgan's nose that got him there. And pretty soon our police pooch is barking up the right tree.
So good boy, where we go? So good boy, where is he? Good boy.
So that's myth number 1 busted. And Adam is on his way back to prison, although he doesn't seem all that upset.
I just want to say, if this looks like fun, it's twice as much fun as it looks like. This is like, who hasn't wanted to try this?
That bloodhound is kicking my butt. If you'd like to see real-time footage of how long it took Morgan to find me, log on to discovery.com/MythBusters. Just don't tell anyone you've seen me.
After the break, find out which crazy guard dog technique might actually work.
Yeah! Good work!
And can you trick a bloodhound?
You're just a stinky guy. What can I say?
Give us a break. Don't try anything you're about to see us do at home.
Put a puppy in a hat and get it to yodel, and it's no wonder that dogs are a man's best friend. But as Carrie, Tori, and Grant are finding out, that's not always the case. They're testing mythical ways to beat a vicious guard dog. Distraction by dinner proved successful, but changing their behavior was a dog's breakfast.
So next thing we're going to move on to?
Sense.
Sense.
Makes
Makes sense.
Oh, so the team are going to test 3 theories from the fan site. With a spritz of the scent of a lactating dog mother, Ewan will be a puppy in Grant's hands. Carrie will douse herself in wolf urine to intimidate him. And a hint of scent of a hot lady dog, and our alpha male will be distracted enough for Tori to slip by unnoticed. First up is Grant with Ode to Dog Mother.
What's the theory behind this?
Well, the lactating mother smell, they secrete a pheromone that makes the puppies feel more at ease. It calms them down.
So this is supposed to calm the guard dog down?
Yeah.
Grant and his pheromones enter the compound, but Ewan is no one's puppy.
It's not working.
It's not working.
That's another one busted. What's next, Carrie?
Now, this is a myth that quite a few people believe, so I'm really interested to see if it's true, see if it works. Wolf urine.
Basically, with a splash of stinky wolf wee, fresh from the internet, where else do you get it? Carrie's trying to intimidate E1 by smelling like the big bad wolf. And at this point, you can feel lucky you're on the other side of the screen.
That's strong.
But will our guard dog be scared off?
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Instead of immediately taking a piece of Carrie, E1 hesitated. But in the end, he wasn't fooled by Carrie in the wolf's urine-soaked clothing.
If you would take a bath in wolf pee, you might survive being attacked by a guard dog.
But I would definitely say plausible because there was serious hesitation there.
Next, and the guys are going to try and distract E1 with Ode to Hot Lady Dog.
This is fresh from the kennel, bitch in heat urine.
Carrie wafts the tempting odor under the guard dog's nose.
Oh, yeah.
And suddenly, E1 has his mind on another job.
Come on, big boy. Come over here. You smell that?
He's definitely interested. And Carrie ups the stakes with a urine-soaked rag and a little trail of scent along the fence line. Tori tippy-toes inside, and incredibly, the plan appears to be working. E1, oblivious to the intruder, is simply thinking hot lady dog thoughts.
Look at the drool coming off of that dog. Those chops are soaked.
I can't believe it. We just did bitch and heat, and it worked. The dog was totally distracted. He had his face down in the urine the whole time. Every once in a while, he would look up, check me out, see what I was doing, but then he would go back to the urine. I just slowly walked over to the safe, got the jewels, and slowly walked out. I mean, he didn't even